This video reveals the 4 secrets of value no one else is talking about. If you truly understand value, you can profit from anything. I don't know you, I don't know exactly who you are, but I do know this. If this video is not valuable enough, you will click away. See the point? Everything comes down to value. Mastering value is like having the superpower of infinite money, because value is everywhere. Think about it. You can value a house, you can value a car, a company, a land, a cryptocurrency, brands, athletes, art, domain names, gaming items, collectibles. If you truly understand value, you can profit from anything. So, do you agree that value is super important? But honestly, do you really know what it is? Well, I thought about it for 20 years. First, as a poker player, value is everywhere in poker. The value of your hand, the value bet, the value of a draw, the implied value if you hit the right card. Then as an investor, we are even a category, the value investors. People that look for undervalued assets. I still haven't solved the mystery, clearly, but I've discovered something important. So, here is the deal. I will tell you what I found out in exchange of 3 things. First, give me a like now. Give me a like now. This is the part of the video where we see who has the karma to know the key of value and who click away and doesn't. Give me a like now and later you tell me what you think. Deal? What I discover is that there are 4 aspects of value. These 4 aspects have very broad meaning and complex interconnection, but let's talk about it as simple as possible. The first aspect is gain. What do I gain? What's the function? The function gives value. Examples. From this pencil, I gain the ability to write. From this camera, I gain video recording. From my share in Celsius, I earn money. From a car, transportation. From this glass, that it holds liquids. If it breaks, it loses its function, and therefore its value. It becomes garbage. As human, we are very complex. We also gain emotions, status, knowledge, entertainment, any kind of benefits. We could talk hours about all the different functions that provide value. The key takeaway is that the first component of value is gain, utility. What am I getting out of it? Now, most people stop here. This part is simple, it's easy to understand, everybody gets it. But if you want to dig deeper, let's introduce the second component by going back to the broken glass example. Is the broken glass really garbage? Well, imagine you are in a bar. Zombies arrive. You need a weapon. What do? You break the glass. In that moment, a glass broken is actually more valuable. The second aspect of value is transformation, evolution, growth. A seed has very little value now, but it can grow to become a tree full of fruits tomorrow. A football player, it's very valuable at age 20, not so much anymore at 35. It stopped being valuable as a football player, but it might transform into a coach to become valuable again in a different role. Do you see where I'm going with this? Let's make some more examples. We don't gain anything from a startup, but we value the possibility of huge gains tomorrow. Blockbuster valued a lot in the 90s, but now it's gone. Even this pencil one day will be consumed. Actually, this one wasn't. It was cut just to make this video more engaging. Anyway, transformation is the second component of value. So we should master this ability to forecast transformation, growth, and decline. Do you want to guess what's the third aspect? Is the third part of my value ratio, something I always talk about it in this channel? It's risk. Risk. The known unknown, the unknown unknown, every single risk. This camera could break. This video might be boring. Putin starts a war, the pandemic, bankruptcy, tsunamis, earthquakes, risks. In my experience, risk is usually overlooked. You buy a nice house near the river, you don't think, oh, this river might flood. You buy a Tesla, you don't think, oh, next year people will hate it and torch it up. You buy a bond and you don't think, oh, this nation next year might fail. There are all sorts of risks and they clearly influence value.
Quick investing note: in discounted free cash flow valuation, risks exist, but it's really not that clear. I prefer framing risk with a score 1 to 100, a clear number. You will not be correct, but at least you tried. Discounted at 9% means nothing. A risk score forces you to think clearly.
So let's recap by using my phone. I can call, write messages, use apps, it's a clock, it makes picture, it records. It does a lot of function. The gain is so much that everybody wants one. Transformation. It's quite old, it's quite full, it's definitely getting slower, sometimes it's even glitching, and yeah, it's definitely declining in performance. Risks. It might fall and break. This is actually why it's protected. It can be hacked, I can lose it, it can be stolen.
You see, this framework could really be applied to anything. You could use it to value a phone, stocks, houses, anything. Finally, the fourth aspect, the secret one. This is the first time I'm talking about it. It is not the ultimate ingredient. Other niche-specific components exist. However, this one influences the value of everything. It's very subtle, volatile, and difficult to measure. Have you guessed?
It's the human factor, our beliefs. We ourselves are connected to value, we are part of it. Let's go back to my phone. New now costs around 130 euro. Would I sell it for this price? No way. Back it up and switch everything to a new phone, it's worth more to me. Plus, honestly, I'm attached. It's 5 years that I use this phone. I think it's quite lucky. It's a lucky phone. I don't want to sell it. For me, it's worth a lot. For you, not so much.
Our collective beliefs influence value more than anything. If tomorrow we all believe diamonds are worthless, they will. We will explain it, rationalize it. We will say both diamonds and shit are made of carbon. At least from shit, plants and flowers grow, while nothing grows from diamonds. If our beliefs change, diamonds will value very little.
But our beliefs can also increase the value. Think about the tulip mania in Holland. A Semper Augustus, this flower, was valued more than a house at that time. Humans are part of the value equation, or in other words, the value is not disconnected from its evaluator.
Now that we understand the 4 aspects of value, let's return to the title.
If you truly understand value, you can profit from anything.
You can make a lot of money just by mastering one of those 4 aspects.
If you deeply understand gain, you will know exactly what people need and want, and you could sell them solutions. If you master transformation, you will recognize potential before anyone else. You could, for example, investing in startups before the true potential unfolds. The same clearly go for mastering risks or human beliefs.
But even if you're like me and you're not a master in any single aspect, you can still have an edge by understanding the full picture, while others value wrongly by focusing on just 1 or 2 parts.
In the upcoming videos, I will dive deeper into each one of these aspects individually, exploring practical examples and showing exactly how we can profit from each one. The next video of this series will be a complete breakdown on gain, the first and most intuitive component.
If that video is already posted, you will be able to click right here and watch it next. But if you don't see it yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will know when it's available.
Thank you for watching. Peace out.